friends, welcome to another episode of Delicacies on the Plate. It has been a long time I have made any stuffed paratha. So come on guys, today I am going to make stuffed muri paratha. I'll give you the tips through which you can make this paratha very easily, and even you can store the stuffing for 2 to 3 days and you can make it anytime you want. Actually many people just hesitate to make muri paratha because as time passes you are making, it becomes very soggy, and also you're not able to store that stuffing. So just follow the recipe, follow the tips and you will love it. For muri paratha, here I have the grated radish. I'll just now squeeze out the excess water from this, and the same water I'm going to use to knit the dough. So just squeeze out as hard as you can, otherwise it will just slip out from the dough while stuffing. Just take the other portion and again squeeze out. In this way, just take small portions and keep on squeezing it. Now in this squeezed out radish, just add little bit of salt and mix it well and keep it aside for around 10 minutes. It is again going to lose water, so we'll have just a check on it, and we will squeeze it again. So after 10 minutes, just start to squeeze out again. You will see that it is still losing water. So just squeeze out, and the same water will be used to knit the dough. Here the dough is ready. For ingredients, you can follow the dough which I have used in gobi paratha. The ingredients are the same. Just instead of plain water, I have used the radish water, and also the plain water if required. And then I'll keep it aside for around 10 minutes. And meanwhile, I'll make the stuffing. Now in this radish, the grated radish, I'll add around 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala and 1 teaspoon of amchur powder. Again around 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder, around 1 tablespoon of finely chopped green chilies. Don't add too much, otherwise if you have kids at home they'll just make noise. Then finely chopped cilantro, and salt to taste. Now mix this stuffing well. Many people just want the white color of radish to remain as it is, so they don't add the powdered masala like red chili, garam masala and all. They just keep it very simple as green chili and coriander and salt. So you can keep it as it is. It's up to your choice. So just mix this. You can always keep a check while squeezing out if you feel that radish can still lose more water, so you can keep it aside for like 2 to 3 times. You can do that, squeezing out the water after adding the salt. Now just take small portions of the dough ball. As I have given you the tip earlier, the dough has to be very loose so that it spreads out easily. Dip it into the plain flour. Make a well kind of like a katori, like a bowl. Just go on spreading it. Stuff it with the stuffing. Just gather the edges and cover it and press it so that it sticks properly. If you want, you can remove the extra dough. And now I'm just going to press it. Just dip into the plain flour again. Again go on spreading it with your hands, with your fingers. And now just go on rolling it with light hands. Start to heat up the pan. And when the pan is heated, just flip it on it. Roast both the sides till it is done, and the Moli paratha is ready to serve. I'll just show one more. Take a small portion, spread it with the help of your fingers, make a bowl kind of. Keep the center to be a bit thick. Stuff it with the radish stuffing. Then cover and seal it. Now spread it with your fingers. And then apply some dry flour. Take it on the rolling board, and with the help of rolling pin, just with a light hand spread it, roll it out, and then it is ready to be roasted on the pan. Once one side is done, just flip it over, roast the other side, apply oil to it. If you have liked this video, click on like and share, and don't forget to subscribe for much more new recipes on Delicacies on the Plate.